There comes a point whilst playing Spider-Man 1 where you stop thinking about objectives entirely. You're not chasing a waypoint, you're not rushing to the next mission, you're just moving and the game encourages you. That feeling of uninterrupted sense of flow is what defines this experience far more than the combat systems or the mission structures. This video will help you decide whether this feeling will leave you satisfied or feeling unfulfilled. Going into Insomniac Spider-Man, I expected something familiar. It's a hugely recognisable character, a massive PlayStation exclusive, and a game that's been widely praised for years. So naturally, I went in assuming this world would be a polished, crowd-pleasing superhero experience. Fast, flashy, and built around making you feel powerful. I also expected the developers to play it quite safe, and stick to the superhero game stereotypes. You know, spectacular set pieces, a familiar cast of villains, and keeping things light to appeal to as many people as possible. What I didn't expect was how the game places its emphasis on rhythm, consistency, and comfort rather than constant action. This distinction really matters. Spider-Man doesn't ask much of you mechanically, and that is intentional. Combat is much more reactive than it is demanding. Mistakes are rarely punished severely, or the difference between life and death. The game introduces its systems quickly and offers you a wide variety of tools to experiment with in combat. This is to encourage experimentation and creativity in how you approach conflict, rather than just telling you to get good. You're rarely required to slow down and think deeply about your approach. Instead, the game wants you to stay in motion. This is carried into traversal as well. Swinging around the city isn't just a skill challenge that you must overcome, it's just something you settle into instead. The game meets you halfway, allowing obstacles to become parkour opportunities in an effort to maintain your momentum. This isn't a game designed to test you, it's designed to keep you moving forward. You may go into Spider-Man expecting a game that constantly pushes you to feel powerful, fast, explosive, and intensified. And whilst those moments do absolutely exist, the experience itself is far more measured. Rather than overwhelming you with constant high-intensity action, the game settles you into a steady rhythm. Combat encounters are frequent but often brief. Both main and side missions are structured clearly and come and go quickly. So swinging through the city quickly becomes the main way you experience the world, rather than just a means of getting from one objective to the next. What surprised me is how quickly the game allows you to feel comfortable inside that rhythm. Once the controls click, there's very little resistance. You don't fight the game, you flow through it. This makes the experience feel lighter and more inviting than you might expect from a superhero game. What surprised me most is how Spider-Man values consistency over spectacle. Swinging around the city rarely requires perfection, but it never breaks the immersion. It's relaxing, absorbing, and never feels like a cheap gimmick. Combat works in a similar way. It doesn't constantly push you to your absolute limits, but it remains dynamic and engaging throughout, giving you the challenge without becoming exhausting. I was also surprised by the sheer scale and detail of the city itself. New York genuinely feels alive and breathing. NPCs react to your presence and small events unfold naturally as you move through the streets, and together they create a sense that the city is constantly moving, whether you're involved or not. You'll connect with Spider-Man 1 if you're the type of player who values consistency and immersion over constant intensity. If you enjoy narrative-driven games that balance story, atmosphere, and accessible gameplay, this experience will likely stay with you long after the credits roll. It's particularly well suited to players who enjoy a steady pace. There are spectacular moments, but the game is just as comfortable letting things breathe and allowing the quieter scenes to do their work. However, if you're looking for a relentlessly challenging experience, or a game that constantly pushes you to do better and master every system, this may feel too forgiving. This is a game designed to be welcoming, not demanding, and knowing that going into it makes all the difference. By the time I finished the story, what stood out wasn't a single mission or a single moment. It was how comprehensive and complete the experience felt. Everything, the movement, the combat, the story, and even the city itself, work together to create a game that is consistently enjoyable without ever feeling overwhelming. It understands exactly what kind of experience it wants to deliver and never loses sight of it. This is a game that respects your time and earns it by being reliable, comfortable, and emotionally grounded. There'll be plenty more backlog focused guides like this to come on the channel.